Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. And now, celebrating 15 years of broadcasting, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Whether you're tuning in on the radio dial here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM, we welcome you all back to our program. Also, those tuning in through our online affiliates around the world, including our iHeartRadio family. We're glad to have all of you with us as well. We're excited to welcome Ezell Sulton to our program today. Ezell is not only an actor and comedian, but an individual who I've personally been able to see, being able to not only see what his goals and dreams are in life, but also to be able to live those goals and dreams as well. I saw him in the play here in Mississippi called Soul Damage. I want to talk to him a little bit about that, but also what it's been like for him to do what he loves and the way he's been able to see the way people respond to his work. Ezell, hello to you and welcome to the program.
Hello. How's it going?
Hey, going really good, man. I really appreciate the time, man. First of all, congratulations to you. 2018 has already been good to you. As I said, I saw you in Soul Damage in March. You're gearing up for an encore presentation in May and a lot of other things in between. Ezell, what has it been like for you, man, as I said, to be able to recognize what you want to do as an actor and a comedian and then to be able to actually do it?
Well, it's been an interesting journey so far, and it's been a lot of fun. I've met a lot of interesting people, and just really coming out of my shell and actually being able to present myself the way I love to is phenomenal, and it has been phenomenal. Soul Damage, the stage play, was one of my very first stage plays. And I did an excellent job as far as the crowd and the performance was concerned. Where is it going now? The eyes are the limit. I mean, I wake up every morning hungry for a new attitude and a new way to do things. I'm not only acting, but I'm also starting to write as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. So is being creative, Ezell, is that something you've always known that you were meant to do, that you in some form or fashion wanted to create?
Oh, yeah. Ever since I was a little kid, I always imitated things I've seen on TV. I always had a creative imagination. A lot of things in life just really started to inspire me more because I was hiding behind what I actually was supposed to be doing. Now, the creative side of it is more to that kid coming out now. Yeah. Seeing all those dreams and being in all those places and headed in that direction.
Got you. Well, I think, the other side of this is for you, Ezell, is that you've been able to not only to do what you love, but also to set an example for other people. I had a great conversation with someone else that was a part of the Soul Damage cast, and that was David Fletcher. We talked to him about how it really shows that no matter where you're from, even us being from Mississippi, that you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. Is that one of the things that you hope that people are able to realize, too, when they see you, that you don't have to live in these other places? You can actually start doing what you love right now wherever you are.
Oh, yeah. That is one of the biggest goals and inspirations I hope to set, and allowing God to use me first and foremost so people can visualize that and see that. And a lot of people that are tuned in that may know me, it hadn't been a squeaky clean background for me, but to pick up and know that you can come from a place that once said you couldn't make it and you wouldn't go there, and offsetting the things that people always told you and following your dreams and picking up and moving forward and making a liar out of those that said you couldn't. So, that is a big inspiration, and hope to plant a seed with Soul Damage and a lot more that I'm doing in my career to inspire others to say, okay, yes, now is the time. Don't wait until, you know, you have an offset to look back and say, I wish I would have done it. Now is the time to do it. I started off with Phoenix Rising Entertainment. I met Maximus Wright. I went to an audition. I never had been to an audition a day in my life. And when I went in with confidence, knowing that God had sent me to the right place. I didn't have nothing prepared. I didn't have a monologue ready. I didn't have anything. I read over the script that they gave me while I was at the audition, and I got the lead role for one of the films that Maximus Wright is producing now. My Name is Lola. I star in that film as well. First time ever acting, first time ever being behind the camera, and it was like the bug bit me. And there I continued. I was working a landscaping job for 15 years or so, and it was really taking a toll on me, and I knew God was leading me to a different place. So I picked up, I followed, I listened to that small, still voice, and I continued my journey. No matter where it was going to end me up, I followed my dream. And now I'm premiering in the Encore, once again, Soul Damage, that's going to be premiering in Yazoo City at the Boys and Girls Club. I'm also going to be premiering in Spinderella, the play, this Saturday on April the 14th at the Third-Mile Hall. And it's just more things to come, so never give up. Pay attention to that small, still voice. Stay connected to God and allow Him to use you in ways that the world cannot see.
That's right. I tell you, and you're definitely an example of that, Ezell. Ezell, I want to talk to you more about what happened with Soul Damage in March because, you know, of course, I mean, to know that, I mean, here it is, the very first time the play has ever been seen, it sells out. What was it like for you to hear that this play had already sold out before you all even began?
Oh, man, that was just simply amazing. And for that to sell out, that gave me, myself, and my character, Gary, an energy that I had to bring forth to the people that they haven't never seen. So with people never knowing what they're going to see, you got to give the people actually what they want. And it gave me an energy that I'd never experienced before. And I saw, when they called my character out, I saw the standing ovations. I knew I had did a good job. I knew the show had went well. I knew people loved what we had created on that stage that day, no matter how many times we rehearsed it. I know that day they loved us. And it was something that happened that changed the momentum of a crowd sellout. It was just phenomenal. It was phenomenal, and it brought great joy to me knowing that the people really loved what we did.
For sure. Well, they definitely did, and I totally agree with you. I mean, the performance you gave was amazing. I mean, the entire cast was amazing, and the messages, I think, of Soul Damage are so amazing. So I'm so glad that it's coming back again for an encore in May. I want to say, for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. I'm speaking today with Ezell Sulton. He's not only an actor and comedian, but an individual who's been able to not only realize what he wants to do, but he took the steps necessary to do it. You said something earlier, Ezell, I want to go back to, and that is, because I think we all know what it's like to have people tell us what we can't do or what's not possible. What is it that helped you not to listen to that? Because you know, just like I know, So many people get caught up in what other people think of them and what they're doing. How did you not allow that to happen to you?
Well, I went to my audition for My Name is Lola. I went around another group of people that never knew me, that never saw me. And I knew then that there was another spiritual realm in the atmosphere. Now, someone saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, but it was something that I always wanted to do, if I'm making any sense. So
yeah, you are.
That gave me more motivation to say, you know what, no matter who says what around me now, no matter who says I can't, no matter who says I want, God says I can. And he showed me that through the face of strangers. He showed me that through the face of people that didn't know me, that didn't know my past, that didn't care about my past. He showed me that regardless of my faults. And that what gave me the more energy to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to let up on it. I'm going to put my heart into it just as well as I put my heart into 15 years of landscaping. So if I can dedicate and stay connected in that area, it doesn't matter what no one says. Because God has already said it. That's what I'm sticking to, because it's a different spiritual realm. And there was another different spiritual realm that's sitting there telling me that, oh, yeah, you can't do it. No. Yeah. And sometimes you have to start to surround yourself with positivity so that you can stay connected to a positive atmosphere. When negative start to involve in your life and it's nothing but negative and it's nothing but negative and it seems nothing is going right, that is the time to start to surround yourself with positive things and say, okay, I'm going to stay connected in a positive area. No longer will negativity get to me to justify my lifestyle, my way of living, where my future is going, my dreams, what I want to do, my happiness, my success, my integrity. Negativity would no longer be a part of that. My motivation now will be surrounded by positive things, positive people, positive words. And long as that is an impact, I'm going in the right direction. Because I truly believe, just as well as someone sat and maybe no longer how long you heard it. You maybe heard it for 5 years. You maybe heard it for 10 years. You maybe heard it for 15 years. It may take you 15 years. It may take you 5 years of positivity to continue, to turn the cycle around, to turn the voices around, to turn the vision around, to turn the mental stability around, because you have to grow in an area to succeed. It's not going to come overnight. So as long as I continue in that positive realm, no matter what no one says, now is the time, because I see now what God is doing. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we can't see. Sometimes we're so blinded by what we want in life and not what God has for us. And once we start to see what God has for us, we start to fall in love with it. And then we will get lost. We will get sidetracked. We will get swept aside with it. But long as we stay connected, because we'll let negative energy back in, then negative things fill our mind again and tell us we can't. Oh, it's going to be a failure. No, that's not going to work. So forth. But
that's right.
As long as you keep yourself surrounded by that positive energy, you're going to stay positive in that area. Nothing is going to be able to tell you can't.
That's right. And I think that's the big thing. And I think, it's a great message. Incidentally, Ezell, it ties in some ways with the message of soul damage, of not allowing the past to affect how far you can go in your life and also what you can achieve. I also think, we mentioned earlier about you being an example for other people. There are so many ways you're able to do that. But, social media is one of the ways that you stay connected with people. Ezell, that's the way you and I connected for this conversation we're having today. What has that been like for you to not only to showcase your skills on social media, but also to let people know a bit of who you are?
Well, it's been really a blast. People have really been excited about me doing something different because for the last, like I said, 15 years, they just know me as this guy that works. I mean, I work.
Right.
And now my work is in another area now, and it's like, wow, okay, now you're doing this now, So it's been real interesting. Family and friends been very supportive. I really don't get into the fame part of it because I'm just an ordinary guy, and I want people to understand that I'm not pursuing a dream to be rich. I'm not pursuing a dream to impress anyone. I'm just really doing what God intends for me to do. As long as I'm living in that area, I believe that the message that social media and everyone else would get would be the same because our gift is really not ours to keep. So if I can teach someone what I'm doing and someone can be inspired by what I'm doing on social media, that is more props out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, okay, it's growing now. People are really understanding.
For sure. Well, we know that this is only the beginning for you. Oh, I'm sorry, Ezell. Go ahead.
But people have really been supportive. So, I want to thank all the fans and everybody that is, supporting me in that area.
Right. And we know they have another opportunity coming up, as you said, with other events that are being planned, especially the encore of Soul Damage, the stage play, coming back to Yazoo City for our radio audience, that being on May the 27th. So make sure if you have not done so already, make sure you all go to Facebook, be able to get your tickets, because you definitely don't want to miss this. It's sold out before. It will sell out again. You want to be a part of this, again, taking place at the Boys and Girls Club here in Yazoo City, Mississippi. And Ezell, let our audience know, how can they stay connected with you, man?
Hey, y'all can look me up on Facebook. Y'all can also hit me up at Ezell Sulton 00@gmail.com. And you can also come out at the encore. I will be there for 2 shows, showing as your boy Gary. Come out and have some fun. So you don't want to miss the show. It's going to be a great show. We're going to have Tony Grant there. It's going to be fun.
All right. So definitely don't want to miss that. Make sure you all stay connected with Ezell, and I'll be tagging him as well. Ezell, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to having you back on the show again.
Okay, no problem, Cyrus.
Hey, appreciate you, man. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late and missed part of the conversation with Ezell, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media sites. So head over to Facebook.com/Cyrus Webb or go to Twitter.com/Cyrus Webb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there, too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. You all make it a great one.